welcome to the Traveling Introvert. Today I'm going to answer a question someone wrote in, and the question was, my life outside of work is kind of uneventful. Could this hurt my career? And I found this question to be interesting because it's all about perspective. What does uneventful really mean? Because a lot of us do think that we lead maybe very boring lives. You know, we go to work, we come home, we Netflix, we sleep, we get up, we go to work, come home, that sort of thing. And for us, because we're stuck in the everyday of our lives, we might feel that it is boring or uneventful. And because we get told that networking and socializing is the backbone of getting on in your career or climbing that ladder, we may feel that having an uneventful, I'm going to use this word sparingly, uneventful social life, it could hurt your career. And so I want to look at it in a different way. Your life, in your eyes, may be uneventful, but are you happy? Because I think this matters more than hurting your career chances. Are you happy with your life? Are you happy with what you do when you come home? Is your home a refuge, or do you hate being at home? Can you come home and relax and recharge? Does your home make you feel comfortable, calm, relaxed? If it does these things and you are happy, then that's okay. If you don't go out much, if you stay at home and you do things at home, or maybe people come round to yours, that's okay. I know people who think their life is uneventful and they come home and they create a podcast or do puzzles or do charity work online or run a forum or run a gaming group. To them, this is uneventful because they enjoy what they do outside of work and they feel it doesn't make a big enough impact on their career, but they are happy. Because while career can be great, it is not everything. And so finding a balance in your life is important. If you feel that you need to make more of an effort, that's also fine. And there's ways of doing that without feeling that you're cheating and not being yourself. Just those same things that you do at home, maybe you could do outside of your home with different people. For example, board game groups. There are a lot of board game groups around, or board game cafes, where you'll accidentally end up meeting new people or meeting a new game, which will then lead you to go and maybe do research online, and then you find a new forum, and then you find a different way of playing it, and then you're learning this other thing, and all of these things lead to meeting new people, virtually or otherwise, and learning new things. And so it's not about your life outside of work being uneventful. I think one of the problems is that people are always like, oh, how was your weekend? And you think that you have to have an answer that is like, oh, I did 3,000 different things. I am Superman, rather than I stayed at home and recharged because work is draining, which might be the real answer. So your life outside of work shouldn't affect your career. Obviously, there are some circumstances where if you're doing some certain things that people find out about, it might affect your career. But if you are private about your private life, then it shouldn't be a problem. And if people want to talk and ask what you do, you have to tell them the whole thing. You can tell them snippets or anecdotes about what you do. People ask me what I do over the weekend. Sometimes I can't even remember because I tend to take my weekends in the middle of the week. For example, I might take a Wednesday off or a Thursday off, and not necessarily like a Saturday, Sunday. But also because things go into a blur for me, because I generally keep the same things going. I might go out, or I might go and see a thing, or I might do a thing. But I would say my life is uneventful, and people look at me like I'm crazy. So it's all about perspective. So to answer the question, my life outside of work is uneventful, and could this hurt my career? As long as you're not doing anything illegal or that hurts people, no, you should be fine. Thank you. And this is the Traveling Introvert. I look forward to seeing you next time.